For this exercise, I'm going to show you how to remove duplicates from a worksheet, in addition to adding headers and footers. So why would you want to remove duplicates from a worksheet? Well, sometimes you're trying to figure out, how many different products you may have, for instance. Or maybe you're trying to make sure you didn't make any errors and insert the same information twice. So this remove duplicates feature can really come in handy and save you a lot of time versus you having to really dig through your spreadsheet to make sure you haven't made any errors or, to find the information that you may be looking for that's unique. So what I've done here to make this simple to show you is I've copied line 3, put it in line 2 here, and so these are exactly identical all the way across the board. Now, obviously in the real world, your identical matches may not be side by side and won't be that easy to see, which is why this feature comes in handy. So if we wanted to remove duplicates from this particular worksheet, you would click on the Data tab. And then what you will do is you'll go to the Data Tools section, and then there's a spot that says Remove Duplicates. So if I click Remove Duplicates, what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you how to, if we wanted to know, for example, in this example here, how many different products do we have? You'll notice there's all kinds of Alice Mutton under here as the product, etc. How many different product sales did we make? So we're going to unselect everything and we're just going to click product. So what it's looking for is it's going to cancel out anything that says the product more than once in our spreadsheet. So we'll click OK. So it tells us now that there were 253 duplicate values found and removed, and we now have just 25 unique values that remained. So if we were looking at what we sold recently, we sold 25 different products. Obviously, we had more customers that also bought the same product that we aren't showing here, but we sold 25 different products. So I'm going to undo this. Now maybe we wanted to make sure though that we did not insert duplicate information, the exact same thing, and so that our numbers are off. You could still do remove duplicates. This time, if you wanted to make sure that it wasn't an error, then you would probably want to keep everything selected because you would want it to check all of these columns to make sure that it wasn't just something that was a double entry. So we'll click OK. And so now it finds the one double entry I made on purpose, and we have 277 unique values. So depending on your need and what you're using, you may be able to use the Remove Duplicates feature to find the information that you're looking for without having to dig so hard. For headers and footers, in the header and footer, you can put page numbers, your name, different items that you may find helpful or want in a header or footer for each worksheet. So I'm going to show you how to add page numbers to a worksheet. On the Insert tab, you will find the text group and you'll click Header and Footer. It will divide your header and footer into 3 parts to kind of give you an idea of where it's going to lay out your information. So prior to, looks like part of the header had a page number in this corner. I'm going to delete that. And so that took that off. I really want my page number in my footer. So I am going to go ahead and scroll down to my footer. And if I want my page number here on this right hand corner, then I'll click in this box. Here's my header footer tab. And sometimes I want to show you, it's kind of tricky to see. It's got this dark green background. It's under the design tab, which only pops up when you have the header and footer piece selected. It's like an extra tab it gives you. You can then go to your header and footer elements. It'll give you some different things you can include, such as page number, number of pages, current date, time, file, path, file name, sheet name, a picture, etc. So we're going to click page number, and now it generates a code which will then populate the page number, as it'll be a unique value on each page. So that's why it doesn't just say page 1 here in our thing. It's a formula. So if I scroll down and we're looking at all this, we can see that it's giving a unique page number in each spot. And so right now we are in the layout view, and we're able to see that. If we go to normal view, you won't see the header and footer any longer. You go to the layout view. Now you can see the header and footer, and you could add additional things. You know, if I wanted to add something in the header here in the center, again, go to this design tab. Maybe this one I do want it to be the sheet name, not necessarily a picture, but the sheet name. And so now that's in the center there. And if we go, so now it's giving the title of the page, and we've got our page number. Go back to normal view if you want to get rid of that. We'll do one other item in the footer. So I'm going to go back to Insert, Header Footer. That design tab popped up. We're going to go to the footer. So I'll move down to the foot of the page. And for this one, we'll do file path. And now we've got that information there at the bottom. This also gives you some additional navigation if you wanted to click go to footer again, because now it's in the header. So you can click go to footer, and you could then add additional information. So there are some shortcuts here to kind of take you from one spot to the next. Let's do this for the footer. I want in the first box of the footer for us to click this down arrow under the footer option. This is another way that you can add information. So page 1 source data, or sometimes you may have that it's prepared by a certain person, the date, and you can also select what you would want to be in that spot. So here it shows you that information as well. Sometimes it can take a moment to load. That is the basics with adding a header and a footer. And then you can just customize the content that you want located in the header and footer.